3 years of COVID, has anything changed? Next. Guys, welcome to our Foodcast. Guys, welcome to our Foodcast, y'all. I'm here. I am waiting for Christian to get in here. Mason is actually doing some personal stuff. He's actually enjoying his Saturday evening, so you won't see him. And everybody else is doing their own personal thing too, so yeah. Oh, speaking of which, here is the boy of the hour, the man himself, or should I say the woman himself? Just kidding.
Yeah, read the name, Lynn. Read the name. Now you know I ain't the boy of the hour. You know I'm the cook of the hour, the man of the hour, the greatest cook ever.
You mean wrestling
Best cook on this show. Don't eat Lennon's food, man. He cooks cat food and it's gross. Don't eat it. No, I'm kidding.
But yes, welcome to our Foodcast, everybody. Of course, I am Lennon's Kitchen, and of course, my awesome main co-host here. Well, one of them is, of course, Mr. Gunshot Boy.
I'm eating Fruity Pebbles right now.
Oh, fruity puppies. Yes. So, welcome everybody to our Foodcast. Like I said earlier, you guys. Happy Saturday, everybody. It's us two today, as you can see. So we're kind of limited. We're kind of short on staff today. Everybody's enjoying their Saturday night. Of course, the little boy that should be here is enjoying his time somewhere, Lord knows where.
You talking about Mason?
Yeah, I'm talking about Mason, that little boy.
I heard today he was looking for the troll that lives underneath the bridge.
Oh, you mean the grumpy old?
Yeah, I heard he went on an adventure to go look for the troll that lives underneath the bridge.
But he's not on Dora the Explorer, though. But just for giggles, we could call him Mason the Explorer.
We could call him what?
You could call him Mason the Explorer.
Yes, Mason the Explorer went to go find the troll that lives underneath the bridge. The troll that lives underneath the bridge has been eating all of Lennon's tacos. So he had to go stop that.
Yes, he had to go stop that. Yes, but welcome back, Christian. Hopefully you're doing well, man. I hear you have some awesome things happening to you that just recently happened to you.
Yeah, I just moved 2 weeks ago. That's why my whole background has changed. I got a place of my own now. Well, not exactly a place of my own. I have 2 roommates, but it's still somewhat of a place of my own. My name got put on the lease for the apartment today, so my name's officially on the lease for this apartment.
Yeah, so welcome to the struggles of adulthood, where you will have to help out with rent and bills and groceries and everything, and of course you will have to listen and keep up after yourself.
Yeah.
Yep. So you are not free no more, my good man. In some ways, you aren't. In some ways, you are. But
yeah.
Okay, so as we wait for people to come in here, which I thought I set the stream to public.
It should have.
Let me see. Can we view? Let me look and see if we can view it on the channel here. We should. Yes, you can view it here on the channel. But yes, you guys, so today is Saturday, July the 29th. 3 more days till
Today is the day that we ordered Lennon some nachos, some pretzels with cheese to his house, and then we order Lennon some strippers to go along with it.
Chayton, if you're listening, happy, yeah, you'll definitely love that type of news.
But running a bit of a party.
But yes, but yeah, you guys, guys, today's Saturday, July 30th, 2023, 7:50 regular time, Central Time here, 8:50 in Florida, and of course 5:50 in California, Arizona, and all the other states here, and of course,
in your time, it's probably about to be 9. In my time, it's about to be 8 o'clock because I am an hour behind normal people now that I live in South Dakota. Oh, excuse me.
Well, it will be. Well, yes, it is, of course, almost 8 o'clock here in Texas. Now.
Oh, okay. So we are in the same time zone. So when I was
Yes.
living in Indiana, I was an hour ahead of you then.
Boo!
I got you. Okay.
All right. So, anyways, today is also National Chicken Wing Day. Remember, we kind of talked about this last year when we did the holiday food calendar. I did mention that July was going to be month of the appetizers. Okay. So today marks National Chicken Wing Day. At Wingstop, you can get 5 free wings with the purchase of any chicken entree or wings, I believe. That's for Wingstop. Okay, and of course, I bet you many other places also are doing the same thing as well.
If we're talking about sides, appetizers, right?
Mm-hmm.
We got to talk about waffle fries.
Waffle fries, yes. Not a lot of people like waffle fries.
I enjoy them. Also, I ate at Crack and Barrel recently since moving. I went out with some friends, went over to Crack and Barrel. You know, went out with the 2 roommates, 2 homies, the 2 besties, and we ate at Crack and Barrel. Gotta say, Crack and Barrel had some pretty good food, man. The chicken with gravy, with gravy was delicious. The only complaint I had about Crack and Barrel, and I hope you were listening to this, Crack and Barrel, when somebody orders a load of potato, for God's sakes, do not dump a shit ton of salt on that thing, because I was eating it and all I tasted was salt. Because there was so much salt on the bottom of that thing. Chill out with the salt on those loaded potatoes.
You're not supposed to be eating that anyways.
Too much salt.
You can't be eating that. You can't be eating that type of stuff, dude. You can't be eating salt like that, man. So yeah, so he has every right to complain.
Too much salt, man. I'm telling you, too much.
Yeah.
Everything else was pretty good though. Like their mac and cheese was absolutely delicious. That's another cider. Some people consider mac and cheese not really to be a cider. It's more of a main dish thing, but in certain places it's a cider. So I gotta say, pretty good cider. Olive Garden has some pretty good cider.
Yes.
Oh, excuse me. Pretty good cider too.
Yes, mac and cheese is definitely one of those things that you can either make homemade, buy frozen, and bake it in the oven, or let it thaw in the refrigerator. Bring it from home because everybody nowadays is making macaroni and cheese now. I don't know how many restaurants are doing it now.
Oh man, they're doing the same thing with mashed potatoes too. Mashed potatoes
Yes,
and
mashed
gravy.
potatoes, chicken nuggets, chicken strips, chicken sandwiches.
Also, we got to get this out of the way because a lot of people make this mistake. There are two separate gravies, all right? The brown gravy goes on the mashed potatoes, and for breakfast we have the biscuits and gravy. They're two separate gravies. If you look how they're made, they have different recipes in them. They have different seasonings in them. They
Yes.
taste completely different. So there are a bunch of people out there that I keep seeing post this on Facebook going, "Oh, both gravies are just the same, but in different colors." No, they are not.
He has a point. There's actually not only let me tell you how many gravies there are. So yes, there is a brown gravy that consists of either that is a brown gravy. Okay. Then you have white gravy, which is also known as country gravy if you have a lot of flour and milk, or sausage gravy if you add sausage to it. That is served for breakfast or on top of chicken fried steak. Um, yeah, and that's really good. And then you have turkey gravy, which is served on top of turkey at Thanksgiving, and chicken gravy.
Yeah.
But yes, you guys. Oh, we have somebody in here.
Ooh, who is it? Please let it be Chayton. Please let it be Chayton.
All right. Hello to the people in the live chat. But yes. Oh, look, we have Country Girl.
Country girl, shake it for me, girl, shake it for
Oh,
me.
please.
When I heard that name, that's what that song instantly popped above my head. You know what song I'm talking about, right?
Yes, I know what song you're talking about. Why are you harassing my guests on my show?
What are you talking about?
That Chayton number 2.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Chayton would definitely love you because you're harassing my viewers on my show, sir.
Hey, I don't know what you're talking about, good sir. I'm an innocent person.
Oh, please. That's such a lie.
Excuse me.
See, there you go. That's exactly what I mean by liar. He burped on television.
I said, excuse me. And that's what happens when you drink water out of this. See how big this is? See, Lennon over there probably fills himself full of soda, so he probably doesn't even know what water is.
Oh,
Even though I really can't say anything because I just literally drunk down a Sunkist before drinking that water.
Oh my goodness, I have Sunkist. Don't even get me started, sir. I love Sunkist.
Pretty good soda. I'm always a water
Country girl,
guy,
say, oh,
though.
hello.
I'm always a water guy, though. Love me water. This water is pretty good.
All right, so he brought a good point about talking about Cracker Barrel because one of my coworkers actually did bring this up, which we will be talking about today. So, guys, we are still dealing with this thing called COVID, and now they have the World Health Organization has confirmed that hospital cases have once again risen, and ER visits have risen too. So COVID numbers are going back up.
Ooh, that's not good.
So people are getting sick. So just be cautious. Even though the WHO has declared an end to the pandemic, it's really still here to stay as many of our other illnesses. So just be vigilant and be careful.
Yeah, old people, stay inside.
And follow follow all health guidelines and all your social distancing and whatever.
Yeah, everybody keeps social distancing, and old people don't attack me. Don't attack me, elderly. All I did was say the fact, though. Stay inside.
Yes, but
No.
COVID has anything changed? For you guys in the live chat, I want you guys to kind of chime in and let me know. Has anything changed ever since 2020? Has anything improved? Has anything gotten worse? Have you noticed any changes? Has anything gone back to normal? Anything. Let's start off with you. With you, Christian. Have you noticed anything different or anything new? Changes? Anything in the food world?
As of recently.
Yeah, recently or throughout the 3 years, like a comparison from before the pandemic and then during.
Oh, absolutely. Uber Eats for one, and I know we've talked about this. Uber Eats for one got more popular. Before it was just kind of this like small thing that nobody really cared about. They would just go out and get their food. But after the pandemic, everybody was all over Uber Eats, man. Excuse me. Their sales went high, and I mean high up, man. There was food coming to everybody's house because nobody wanted to leave their house, so they had Uber Eats people come and do it. You know what I mean? So Uber Eats went up. People that worked at Walmart got a huge raise because people would rush inside the Walmart to get their groceries and get out. So Walmart sales went up. Uber Eats went up. You know, you couldn't really go outside without somebody wearing a mask. A lot of, and even now, a lot of things have still changed. I started noticing when certain people would go through drive-throughs to get food, they would roll up their window a lot faster than they normally would because they were paranoid about the people that were working behind the McDonald's maybe getting them sick. So they would take their food, roll up their window quickly, and then drive out of there. Some people still do roll up their window the normal way, but some people recently they have quickly rolled up their. They started rolling up their window a lot faster when driving through those things, and they do it like they're Flash from DC. But a lot has changed. I also noticed that hospital patients. One thing that the hospital started doing was they would take menus out of the room because they didn't want people touching the menu and getting their fingerprints on it because the whole COVID thing. So they just started telling you, hey, this is your food. This is what you're eating tonight. Here you go. Enjoy. And that's what they had been doing for a while. Some people, some hospitals have allowed you to get the menu back. But, yeah, that was something else that changed. I mean, I figured that had something to do with food. We had to bring it up, Sorry, one of my roommates' phones just went off. Anyway, a lot really changed. Starbucks started putting, a lot more restrictions on things. But yeah, a lot really, really changed. And if we're talking more about the hospital, those tray things, I noticed that immediately after you would get done eating off of those things, it would take the people normally a while to clean those things off. But after COVID, man, people go into those hospital rooms immediately, and after you're done eating, they immediately wipe that tray down. They don't play around. They immediately clean that thing off.
Wow. That's very good, dude. Before, during, and after. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm writing a thing in the chat for everybody to respond.
Oh, you're good. That was just a few things. There might be some other things I missed. Like I noticed that another thing, some of the McDonald's employees, like where the front desk like area is to order your food, they started putting protective glass over that. So, and if we're gonna talk about this, I know this isn't exactly anything to do with food, but people that work for Lyft and Uber, they started putting things on the backseat of their cars so you couldn't breathe on their neck. Why? So nobody could breathe on the driver's neck. They started putting these like protective foam thing over the seat. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, the protective glass. But yeah, that is good job, dude. Good job. Yes. I will let you speak here in a little bit, but I do want to go over what Christian just said. Yes, that is all true. There have definitely been some changes that have happened in the food world when it comes to when COVID started back in 2020. Okay. In 2020 through 2021, COVID was scarce. It was very scary. People were too scared to step out of their comfort zones and just explore the world. Because why? Because we were told to stay home. Because we had a bunch of stay-at-home orders. We were constantly monitored. Case numbers were monitored. A lot of things happened. Remember, we had panic shopping. We had the election. We had a lot of things happen. But food deliveries went up. Curbside became a thing. Home delivery became a thing. Even before 2020, home delivery was just starting for many of our local grocery stores.
Oh, we got a little special guest here.
Who's that?
This is Pharaoh. This is my roommate's cat. One of them. We have two. I don't know where the other one's at. This is Pharaoh, everybody. He had to come and say hi. Sorry, I can't tilt the camera to show his face. It's a bit difficult. StreamYard is a little weird. So, yeah, but that's him. This is Pharaoh. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me 1 second. Hold on. But, yeah. Anyway, what were you saying? Continue on.
Like I said, what took you so long?
I was doing something. Oh. No. Anyway.
Why are you jerking off while you're on the phone?
I was not. Stop it.
It certainly seems like it as long as it took you to fucking get to the door and you said, I was doing something.
Yeah, because I'm live on YouTube right now. Can you not?
No. Doesn't matter if you're live on YouTube. You know, there's an easier way. You could always bring this into the faucet to the bottle.
Wow, real life in action, y'all. Wow.
Bro, just turn off the faucet until you got it in there. Now we're on the wrong mode. Here, hold it there. I'm not filling your water bottle.
I got it.
Jesus.
Anyway, Lennon, continue on. What were we in the middle of having a conversation with? I apologize for
the kid at Subway who asked me why I was wearing tights, and I asked him why he was looking at my ass.
I asked 1,000 times and nobody came to the bathroom, so I walked out with no underwear on.
Oh, my goodness. All right.
Are you doing dishes right now?
I don't know. I guess we're just going to watch this movie without him.
No, I'm not doing dishes. I'm doing those tomorrow.
He's certainly standing out in the kitchen.
I'm waiting for this thing to refill. Anyway.
God, it's hot out here.
Anyway, Lennon, go on. Sorry about the interruptions. Go on. What were you saying?
The one that I kept running in the bedroom.
Yeah,
Okay.
the chaos of having two roommates.
Oh boy.
Someone said,
Okay. Anyways, so like I said, home delivery and curbside was a thing even before 2020. Many of our grocery stores were definitely more. It was more popular back then. Okay. Takeout and home and food delivery was definitely popular. But I also want to go over the bad things that this has caused. One of them is the I word.
You know the noisy neighbor came over and asked what was going on.
One of them is the I word, that big I word that we are still dealing with as of this day. and that is inflation. Increase of food prices, federal government having to raise the interest rate not once, not twice, but 3 times. Many of our grocery prices have gone up. We had a bird flu. We've had many recalls, but that did not contribute to COVID. We've had the fiasco with the the truckers and other stuff.
God damn it. Yeah,
You realize
no,
that this was just cheaply fixed with some nails.
I'm aware of that.
And technically, this is just siding to try to match the rest of the room. If it actually ever came off, it'd be fine. Because if you look, the regular door is still behind.
Yeah, what the fuck is the point of that?
They just put paneling over it so it tries to match the rest of the wall out here.
That's really stupid. This is dangerous. Make it get a splinter from this. Anyway, yeah, no, inflation was a huge thing after COVID, and it wasn't just inflation. There are small businesses out there that were serving food that ended up closing down. I remember in Canada, they actually had a Garfield restaurant, and 3 of them closed down completely. So it's not even a business anymore because of COVID. So there's a lot of
Yes, you're exactly right, which is why I've made up this show today, because it has unfortunately affected many small businesses.
Close that door. I don't want all the air conditioning going in there. You want to stand there on the YouTube live.
Anyway, give me a few minutes and I'll be back. I have to go do something.
Okay. Yes. So it definitely has affected many things. Like he said, many small businesses. Yes, unfortunately, small businesses are the ones that generate the income for us in order to continue to provide them with the services, like going to their establishments, buying their products and buying stuff that they sell. Unfortunately, COVID did do a number on that. The bar industry, of course, kind of saw a headache, a huge pinch when it came to that type of stuff. And it was just something that really hit hard for many of us here. And I do want to point out that what Christian was talking about earlier about Cracker Barrel, I had a coworker send me a message. I don't think I have it with me. But I do want to kind of avert your attention to what they sent me in saying that they went to a Cracker Barrel like a few weeks ago. Okay. And they, of course, were seated in a certain section. They asked the server why was only half of the store lit and half of the store unlit. And the server's response was because there's not enough workers to help that particular Cracker Barrel location out. So a shortage of many things, including workers, definitely is one of the contributing causes from COVID. So many people, unfortunately, are still looking for jobs these days. So you can imagine what's really been going on. Now, I will say that one restaurant chain or many places have unfortunately decided to close their doors after so many years. Tuesday morning, Bed Bath and Beyond, Walgreens, and now not Little Caesars, excuse me, Pizza Hut, all have decided to close many of their stores and actually Pizza Hut will close stores without warning. That means you walk up there one day and you see a piece of paper on the door says we are closed for good. That is because they are going to be closed for good. But it's not every Pizza Hut. It's many places that have not improved in numbers. Now, this is pretty much the places that offer dine-in seating, okay? Because many people have decided to switch over to carry out and delivery, okay? Which has been a big thing. Now, just because some places of Pizza Hut are closing, and especially without warning, doesn't mean that they are completely closing. They released, in fact, 2 new menu items. One in which is the honey butter wings, and of course the honey butter pizza crust. Okay, so those are 2 good things that are coming out of Pizza Hut too. So I do have an article on that, and among other things. So that's just how how COVID has changed the food world today. Now, have old things come back? Yes, many of the traditions that we had before the pandemic have returned. The only thing now is now people are being more cautious, and of course they are telling us, emphasizing the same rule over and over and over again. If you feel sick, please stay home. Okay. Many. Oh, I didn't even tell you guys that there was one shocking story that let me see if I can find it for y'all, because it came up the other day. Give me a second, guys. I'm going to look something up here. Hold on. This is ad blocker we do not need. Okay. Yes, this was just recent. So, let's pull this up here. We're actually going to read this here in a little bit. But there has been a new mask policy in effect for many In-N-Out burger locations throughout the U.S. Okay, and Texas is actually one of the states that will or is currently following suit to this. Okay. Yeah, it's causing a lot of scrutiny here. So let me see. I think this is what we want. We want the daily meal. Okay. Hopefully I'm going to pull this up, but so what I'm going to do is I'm going to invert this here so I can read it to y'all. So it might make the screen look a little weird. So I do apologize for that in advance. But it might make us look a little weird here. All right, so it says this is updated 7/2/2023. It says In-N-Out Burger employees to daily mask request for comment. It says let's go chain In-N-Out Burger employee enjoys a pretty blowing regulation. It seems to be one of the only fast food brands impervious impervious criticism from even the highest authority. equals counting celebrities, celebrity chefs, like Elton Brown and the others. So they're being criticized for the new mask policy, basically. Oh, I gotta plug in nothing. I'm gonna plug it in. The battery here. Okay, there we go. Okay, sorry about that, y'all. I don't know what happened, but there was a pop-up that popped up in the screen. But yeah, so they're being criticized for the new mask policy that was put in place. So I'm gonna see if I can get narrator to read this for us here. Yeah, so they had placed in a mask policy, which means that employees had to wear masks throughout the entire day. Okay, unless given a doctor's excuse not to do so. Okay, reason why they had to not wear a mask all day. This took an effect in many states, which is causing a lot of issues, and a lot of people are chiming in. I'm trying to figure out how I can. But yeah, so it's causing a lot of controversy there. But like I said before, um, COVID has definitely done a number of things. Let me turn off narrator here. Control Enter. Okay. And then goodness, what did I do? Hold on, that's not what I wanted. Okay, shit. Let's see. Oh, yeah. This why is it? There we go. That's what I wanted to do. Yeah. So that's how the pandemic has definitely caused issues. So it's an ongoing thing, unfortunately. And like I said before, the like I said before, unfortunately, case numbers have come back up in a way that it wasn't supposed to. So it's still here, guys. People are getting sick again. So it's just something that we just have to constantly be vigilant and alert of. Um, and it's just something that we just have to, keep a close eye on. Okay. But like I mentioned, is that you just have to be careful. This thing has definitely caused a lot of issues in many areas, and unfortunately, many businesses were affected, and many of our favorite places are closing. Some of them are even closing mini stores, like I mentioned before. So that's something to kind of thank COVID for doing that. It has also made us cook more. Remember, I said that before. It's made us cook more. It's made people be more creative. It's also made people, believe it or not, quit their jobs for many good reasons. One of them is, of course, for them being full-time creators. The other one is also made TikTok very popular, YouTube very popular. Um, so many people, because social media was huge, have decided to leave their jobs and be full-time creators. So that's one good thing about that. It's also made new traditions and also done many other good things here. So, yeah. Guys, I do apologize for this show being extremely boring again. I will have to have a talk with Christian because this is not the route I wanted the show to go. Tomorrow, come back tomorrow where Mason and I will be talking about our 400 or my 400 subscriber milestone here on this channel. And guys, if you can do me a favor, and this isn't like something for me, this is something for one of our very valued members here. Guys, Brian Delivers is 40 plus 50 plus away from reaching 1,000 subscribers on his YouTube channel. Brian Delivers You the Goods. He does album reviews, track reviews, movie reviews. He does really great things on his channel. He's very simple and very short and sweet and to the point. When I tell you guys he's short and sweet, he really is short, sweet, and to the point. He does not edit his stuff. Well, he does, but he doesn't like do all many things that you and I do. He's just straightforward with what he wants to talk about, and he deserves that big push. And you guys, we are 415 on this channel, so I need a quarter of y'all to subscribe to Brian Deliver You the Goods. Let's help him get to 1,000 subscribers before either the end of this month or before the end of next month. That would really, really, really mean a lot to not only me, but a lot to him. He's a great friend, and he's a valued co-host of mine, but he's a great friend of ours. And I think giving him that big push that he needs to reach 1K would definitely help him out a lot. So please subscribe to Brian Delivers You the Goods. I will put a link to his channel in the community tab. And yeah, just go support him. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your evening. Like I said, I apologize for this show being extremely boring. It was not my intention for the show to be the way it is, but the help that I needed actually went away. So, and it's kind of not possible to do this thing by myself. It's hard, guys. It's really hard doing this show by myself. So I will talk to you guys next time. Come back tomorrow for our celebration of 400 subscribers and much, much more. I am Leonard's Kitchen saying, guys, make sure every great rest of your day, and please be careful, drink responsibly, get a designated sober driver if you putty, and be safe, y'all. Stay warm, hydrated, and, well, just treat everybody with respect, and you'll receive the same respect too. All right, you guys, this is Leonard's Kitchen saying have a great rest of your evening, y'all. Bye-bye.